I've been playing Sonic the Hedgehog games for pretty much my entire life. The first Sonic game I ever did play was Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and that came free with my Sega Mega Drive 2 here in the UK. Of course, in America, you guys call it the Sega Genesis, which is cool. It's Mega Drive here. And I played the hell out of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I've mentioned it on previous videos, but throughout the 90s, my parents didn't have a lot of money, so I didn't get a ton of games. However, Sonic 2 was one of the main ones I had, and I borrowed Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 3 and Sonic & Knuckles and 3D from friends, and I did not play Sonic CD until much later on in life. I got it on that one on the Xbox arcade store on the 360, I think. However, I have to say that after finally completing Sonic Mania, I've put it off on the back burner for quite a while. I think Sonic Mania, in my personal opinion, is the best of the 2D Sonic games, beating out Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for me. And there are many reasons why, and I mean, I personally do not like Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Sonic & Knuckles is a little bit better, and I know that Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles was originally one great big game that was split into two, but I hate Sonic 3. The levels are so crap. But with Sonic Mania, you get 13 levels, 8 of which are sort of remixed versions from previous games, like Chemical Plant and Green Hill Zone, for example, and you get 5 original ones, which is pretty cool. You also get to play as Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and new characters as well, which is, again, pretty awesome. I don't particularly like the new characters all that much in the Sonic Mania Plus, but they are there if you want to do them. I think one's an armadillo and one's a flying squirrel. I guess that's all I got to say on that. But I'm more of old school, so I just mainly prefer playing as Sonic. I don't mind Knuckles for gliding and climbing up walls and such, and Tails for flying. But I just like being the Blue Blur himself, you know, and just running around like a lunatic. Now, as to my understanding, this was developed by Christian Whitehead, who would unofficially remake Sonic games, and did such a great job that Sega hired him to officially make this game, and he knocked it out of the park. Now, it originally came out in 2017 with the Sonic Mania Plus enhanced version coming out in 2018. And of course, Sonic Mania Plus is the one you're going to want to get. It has plenty of modes on there with time trials, and it has the normal Mania mode where you go through all 13 levels. This is such a damn good Sonic game. All the levels are really well done. The animations for the characters, especially Sonic, are really cool and look fantastic. They look just like how I remember Sonic looking back in the 90s, however, but looking a lot better. And the way the layouts of the levels are done, you can really go fast for the most part without being interrupted, which is incredibly cool. Nothing's quite as satisfying in a Sonic game than running really fast and ending up on the right hand side of the screen, and then you eventually run into a spike ball or an enemy of some description, which really harshes your buzz, you know. But there's just something about this game that made me smile all the way through, and I enjoyed all of the different boss fights. One of them was also like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which I love that game, and I really enjoyed that boss fight. You do get to fight Metal Sonic. There's some Sonic CD level in there as well, and there is just nothing about this game that I disliked. I have to be brutally honest. If obviously you must be aware of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not going to drag on for too long, but it plays just like classic Sonic, with better animations, fantastic levels, and great music and amazing boss fights. And I don't know much more I can say about that. All the power-ups are there, including like the fireball that you got from Sonic 3, where you can actually launch yourself forward in a fireball. That's pretty cool. The special stages from the different Sonic games are here as well, and they're really fun to do. You can use one of them to unlock tokens that you can use to unlock extra features as well in the main menu, so that's pretty cool. I am keeping my fingers crossed for Sonic Mania 2. It has been some years, but I am hoping for it to come out. Because although the Sonic Origins collection is not terrible like people are saying, it's just, obviously they handled it a bit poorly. However, that's a fantastic rendition of the first 4 Sonic games, but Sonic Mania is the best one. But please let me know down in the comments if you've played Sonic Mania, or if this is, again, one like I did, just put it on the back burner and just not get around to it. I'm so glad I did. I had a whale of a time. But please let me know, and again, always, thank you very much for watching.
Oh.